It's like black or brown, but we're all brown. First of all, that shit's dumb as fuck. And they're like black or brown issues. Like it's black in there because it's popular. It's black in there because it's cool. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to ChristianNFocus, your podcast that's giving you love, laughter, and learning. You know what I'm saying? It's your motherfucking host, the Christian Alexander on Instagram, and I'm here to give you everything you need. We're going to go over the news. We're going to talk about some current events. We're going to talk about that dumbass and that stupid ass too. So, sit back, roll your J, pour your wine, do whatever you got to do to make you feel sexy and fine, because we finna have a motherfucking time. Do you feel me? And if you new here, welcome. So when the beat ends, I start. So I'm gonna see you in a minute. Yee. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. Shit. Yo, what's the motherfucking deal, everybody? It's so good to be back with you today. I ain't even knew. No, wait, that's not what I was trying to say. Damn, I fucked up. You didn't know I could do that. That's what I was trying to say. Excuse me, it's the weed. You know, they say it slows down your brain cells. Sometimes it does, but it's still amazing. Hey, Spike, please don't do that. Please don't do that, Spike. That's Spike back there, guys. That is my handsome, young, 6 or 7-month-old pocket bulldog. Bro he's a cool dog. He's a cool dog. I really enjoy his companionship. Appreciate my boy Nico from Detroit. Nico Fo Rich on Instagram. I will put a link to his Instagram page in the description so that you can go and check him out. He may have some more bulldogs for sale. He's a great breeder. Treats the dogs really, really well. Very knowledgeable. Very knowledgeable dude. Appreciate you, bruh. But anyway, I didn't come here today to talk to you all about dogs. Totally didn't. Today, what's on my mind is why when you get on the news, and not when you get on the news, what's wrong with me today? When you watch the news, right, and they're talking about minority issues, it's always like black and brown. And personally, as you know, one of the so-called black people, I don't like that. I don't like that it seems like my issues are swept up in the issues of other people who are not of my so-called culture, right? You know, because I mean, I don't know how you think, but like culture is it's a construct. So it's something that we just kind of go along with because other people tell us. But regardless of all of that, like hoopla, if we are our own individual culture and we have our own individual issues, why are we constantly looped in with other minorities? Like it's like black or brown, but we're all brown. First of all, that shit's dumb as fuck. It's really stupid. Black and brown issues, blah, 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 because there are Hispanic people that are white. Like all of those semantics are really fucking dumb. Like, why do we play into this dumbass game of like what they told us to do and who they told us to be and how they told us to act? Like, why the fuck does that happen? And the question that I want to pose to the older black or African American or so-called Negroes or whatever we're going to call ourselves this year is why do you allow this? Why is this allowed? Why? I mean, I get it, right? Kind of. You know, from a political standpoint, that there needs to be some reaching across the aisle, whether, you know, and I'm speaking of a proverbial aisle of color, to find allies in your fight, right, for progress. And I totally understand that. But a lot of the times as black people, our progress is dampened, and a lot of people who are not black, that are minorities, right? They get shit. They have stuff. Their communities have economies. They flourish. The kids are able to go to college. There's not a lot of crime in these areas where these people live. Like for the most part, like it's pretty chill. But we always get lumped in with all of these other groups of people, but we get nothing. And they're like black or brown issues. Like it's black in there because it's popular. It's black in there because it's cool. Because we ain't getting shit as black people. We're not getting anything. Like nothing. You drive around your city, wherever you live, it don't matter where you live. I'm sure this is true for like metros across the fucking country. Drive around your city. If you black, Drive around where the black people live. Drive around where the wealthy black people live, right? Then go to where the Asians live. Then go to where the Mexicans live. Then go to where the Jewish people live, and so on and so forth. And like, look at the difference in the communities. Look at the contrast in the fucking community, bro. And how many black neighborhoods during fucking Christmas time do you see Merry Christmas banners up on fucking light pole signs and shit? Do you see Christmas lights wrapped around signs and shit like that? Where do you see this in black communities across America? Why aren't those tax dollars being invested in our communities specifically for beautification? Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't understand. Like, we have particular issues that need to be addressed in a particular way, but yet for years and years and years, it seems like after the Black Power movement, it was like, let's just lump the Negroes in with everybody else. And then they did. And then the Negro leaders just let them do it. They just let them push us all into like this one big group of people so they can like ignore us collectively. I mean, personally, I think that's some bullshit, right? I think it's fucked up because a lot of these issues that I see on, you know, the television, like I'm not brown, so I don't know like what brown issues are. I mean, brown, right? Because I'm black. So I don't know what brown issues are. I don't know what plagues brown communities. I don't know. I don't know those things. I'm black. So like, how are the issues merged? Like as black people, like in to our leaders and the people who are brokering these deals and sitting in these rooms and wearing these nice suits, like what are we getting for always like being, you know, the first friend to the fight for everybody else? What are we getting as a community? How have we benefited from this? Like how? Like I have so many questions. And, you know, it leads me to believe that the leadership in our community has gone completely awry. And that like, you know, Spike, what you doing? Kids, right? But the leadership has gone completely awry, and I think there's some serious self-serving going on in the community. Because why aren't our issues singular? Like, why do we always have to stand in solidarity? Why is there always this kumbaya, but then at the end of the fucking bonfire, the Negroes end up with shit? Can somebody please riddle me this? Like, I don't get it. Why it's constantly black people last, black people last, black people last. I don't get it. Like, do you have an answer for me? Can anybody please help me figure out why we seem to like get no forward movement in anything political or economic, but the other subgroups in the minority group, they get stuff. I don't get it. I have no idea how it even makes sense, right? Like, because I believe that there are more black legislators than there are like any other minority group, but yet like all the other minority groups, they always get stuff before us. Now, if I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. You'll see that I'm not a person that's like, oh, I fucking know everything. I don't fucking know everything, and that's why I'm up here asking these dumbass questions. Because I need somebody smarter than me to riddle me why the fuck it seems like we always get nothing. I don't understand that. It doesn't make any sense. Like there's this post on Instagram and it's saying, let me pull it up. Let me pull it up. And this is you're gonna see this. It's gonna be floating around here somewhere, so I can look at it. There it is. All right, cool. Income by ethnicity, right? Cool. I'm looking at it on my phone. You should be able to see it somewhere here on the screen, thanks to Kathleen, because she's a dope editor. African American is at the bottom of both. The first one is medium household income by ethnicity in the U.S. We're at the bottom at 51,374. That's a household income. African Americans at the bottom. Income by ethnicity, medium household income by ethnicity in the U.S. There's another one. I don't know what this one is, what the difference is, but medium by ethnicity, what's the difference? I don't know. But either way, what you see here is, you know what? Nope. Fuck that. We just all learned a valuable lesson today, guys. I don't really know if this is something that I can fucking stand by. Oh, okay. Never mind. I got it. I should have looked at it first. It's still up here. Let's look at it. We're looking at it. Cool. So the first one is income by ethnicity, right? And it's like listing all of the different, like, like races of people, right? Like, so Indian American, Filipino American, Asian American, Russian American. Yeah, y'all are smarter than me. We're doing this in real time. The other one is like subgroups, right? Iraqi American, Cuban American, blah, blah, blah. The average American is still at the bottom. So white, black people, we ain't making no money, right? Because we're the average Americans, like, right? We don't have a subgroup. We don't come from another country. We're from here. But out of all the people from here, you Negroes, y'all at the bottom, right? Now, why is that? We spend all this money. Bad bitch, 50 flow, eating hibachi. All this money. Gucci, Saks Fifth, Ferrari, Lamborghini, all this money. Why we don't have an economy? I just want to know. Why don't we have these things? Like, and maybe somebody can answer these questions for me, man. Like, this is the kind of shit I be thinking, because it's baffling. It is baffling to ride around all of these different communities and see no stores. You only see barbershops, check cashing places, fast food restaurants. There's nothing. It's desolate. Food deserts everywhere. You go to all these other communities, they're flourishing. I don't get it. Are we that unimportant? Maybe that's it. Maybe we're not important. I mean, no one acts like we are. I mean, like, there's a lot of hoopla and marching and protesting and all of this shit going on, but there still ain't no business in the neighborhoods. There's still nowhere for a kid to go get an apprenticeship from an electrician. There are no shops. There's nothing. Like, we don't have small grocery stores, though we have, one of the, like, over here in Third Ward, we have this HEB. I mean, it's nice, right? But it's still a food desert. The area is still a food desert. It doesn't make sense. Like, it doesn't make sense. There's so many people over here that need food, and there's like one really big box retail grocery store that serves like over 100,000 plus people. That doesn't make sense. Like, it makes no sense. And there's all these tax dollars floating around, like, in the community and shit like that. But none of that money actually gets reinvested into anything purposeful for Black people. Yet, we are the anchor for these Black and brown issues. Because the precedent for anybody having like whatever the fuck, it's like, look what they did to them. You hear them on TV. Look what they did to them. They don't treat me as bad as they treat them. Like, but when are the people who are the decision makers, like, gonna take offense to that shit? Like, it just doesn't make any sense, man. But a great man said, everything ain't supposed to make sense. But I say, fuck that guy, because this is supposed to make sense. Now, I know this isn't all like light and cheery or whatever the fuck, but this should be a thought-provoking episode, because I want you motherfuckers to think about, like, why this shit is fucked up for us, man. And if you're an ally, can you help me figure out, like, how the fuck we can get out of this bind? You got some money? Can we get an infusion of cash to like 3 Black neighborhoods in like the biggest metros where there are the most Black people, so that, like, we can own some shit? How about that? Can somebody give us some fucking money, right? Like, something. Can we go get some money from another country or something? Like, what the fuck? There has to be somewhere to get some money. I know that, like, somebody in another country somewhere would love to invest in a bunch of Black shit in America. We sell shit like a motherfucker. We buy shit like a motherfucker. Why can't we get some money? We got the internet and shit. Why ain't no money? Niggas out here scamming and pimping and doing all this other kind of shit. We ain't got enough, like, engineering schools around in the community. Like, we got all of this fucking technology and all of these fucking resources that are endless, but niggas still ain't got no money. Something ain't right. But I'm gonna get off my hours. Like, I want to pose all those questions today. This is my rant for the day. I need somebody to give me some feedback. I need somebody to answer my questions. I need somebody to guide me as to like why this is happening. Cause I ain't got no answers. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm confused as a motherfucker. We did all that marching and shit to be broke. That's crazy. We did all that marching and shit to share stuff with white people and everybody else to be broke. That's crazy. That's fucking like broke. So that's it. Bad bitch 50 flow eating about you. I'm finna go. It's time to eat. I really love y'all. I really appreciate everybody that sat here and listened to me rant for like the last, about 20 minutes or so. It was I needed to get that off. I really needed to get that off. I think in a future episode I am going to bring on some guests who can help me expound on this topic. Hopefully this pisses some people off. Hopefully this makes some people think. Hopefully this creates a small ripple that then causes a large wave. Because I'm just trying to help my people. That's my goal. So love, life, laughter. I hope somebody pours some gratitude, some sunshine, and some dope shit into your life today. I love you. If nobody else tells you they love you, no Christian loves you. Have a great fucking day. It's been real. Peace.